Hello, 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 ladies and
Hello. Ah, hang on, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna keep doing this. The heck my oven.
we are live here on have a very special guest and has also become a panelist.
I can hear you.
Sorry?
Okay, I can hear you.
All right, let me can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, join us here. Go ahead and share this page. We are live streaming here from the current situation media page here. Tonight is ladies' night, heart relationship topic. We are not live streaming from a personal page. So, if you want to watch this segment here, you have to go on the current situation media page and enjoy this 2 hour discussion here. Depending on the nature of the discussion and the active participant, we might go a little bit longer here. But some of our panelists will be joining us here. But we are here with Eleanor. How you say your middle name?
Babla.
Babler
Yeah,
Logan.
Bob.
Our beautiful sister, she's here. She's our one of our panelists for this night. Yeah. So, like I said, folks, we are live streaming here only from the current situation media page on Facebook and the YouTube page. So I think that's going forward. That's what we're going to be doing here and the live streaming here from our current situation media page here. So we have a very important discussion tonight. You know, every Wednesday we try to discuss ladies night high relationship topic. It's very informative and it's interactive here. So so in order to invite people here, you can share this live segment. Can you see the share button? Just just go to the current situation media page and you just share it just like you go to my personal page, when I'm live
Okay.
personal page. So you go on the current situation media page, you will see the video playing here, and you click on the video and you just use the share button. That's what I'm doing right now. All right, folks. We're gonna take 5 minutes to share it here. But the current situation media page on Facebook. Did you see it?
Yes.
All right. There you go here. So that's the page here we're sharing right now. Join us here. And as we say, some of our panelists will follow through here. We're trying to be broadcasting here from the current situation media page.
Okay.
Yeah, so join us here. We are inviting folks here to join us. It's going to be a very, very interactive discussion here. And we are sharing this here and inviting as many people we can. You guys got to get used to this page here. The Vinton Hooks page here, we try to use it sometimes for community events here, but I want to make sure everyone get used to this current situation media page. So that's what we are doing right now. We are sharing in people inboxes. I know a lot of people are not familiar with this page, but eventually you will. All right, Lofty, are you sharing it too?
Yes.
All right. So click the share button here. We're just sharing this in people inboxes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy this discussion tonight. It's going to be very interactive. Trust me. I see people are tuning in here. It's going to be very interactive. It's going to be interesting. And as you know, the pros and cons of being married and single. So this is how we're gonna do tonight. When you are a guest, you come on here. We'll ask you whether you married or single. When you say you're single, you'll be able to answer to the single question. You say you're married, then you'll be able to answer to the marriage question. And pros and cons when it comes to marriage is different from individuals. Just because Paul is having different disadvantage, that doesn't mean you having different disadvantage. So when it comes to individual, it's all different. So do not go ahead and copy YouTube answer or maybe Google answer. Individual answer is different. So what your disadvantage in of marriage is not the other person's disadvantage. What your advantage in a marriage is not the other person's advantage. So, ladies and gentlemen, these answers going to vary here. Make sure you be honest. It's a very interesting and sweet discussion. We see a lot of people are tuning in here, and we appreciate that here. So, I see other people told me to share this link to them here. So, and when you want to come on here, let us know. We will. Let's see. Miss I love you. Say I hear Princess. Miss I love you. I send you and Princess the link. So the only person came on now is Lofty. So Lofty, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome, sis, and thank you for taking time off your busy schedule to be a panelist of Ladies Night here. It's a very interesting show here that comes on only on Wednesday here. We try to when we get used to it on Wednesday, we might find we might add another date here. So you came up with this a topic, a very interesting topic here, very interesting here. So that's what I want a lot of people to tune in here. Mister, I love you. I sent you the link. So Pastor Sussex will also be joining us because it's a biblical question how God sees marriage too. So yeah. So we'll have Pastor Sussex here to opine. He's one of our regular panelists on our political discussion. So let's add Pastor Sussex to the screen. Welcome.
Thank you.
I added you and your daughter. You're to the screen.
Yeah, I seen her. Hello, Lofty. I'll be to our house
Hello.
tomorrow. We have it from the Oma to me. Have it from the get together. I'll be there.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, me too. I'm having a family stuff, so it's not going to be easy tomorrow. We all going to eat some turkey. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Ladies Night. Hard relationship topic here. So, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We do.
Okay. So, we gonna start here with our first our panelist.
I think our name Makun want to join, so you need to watch your stream. Makun.
Mark. Oh, our political panelist.
Yeah.
Let me send Malcolm the
Alright. Okay, that's better. Look about the better light. The lighting. Okay, better.
all right.
Oh,
So I just sent Malcolm the list here. Okay, gentlemen, as you all know, the pros and cons of being married or single. And like we said, the rules of the show tonight here is if you want to opine on both of them on being married and single, that's fine. But we would like to ask the question first. If you are married, then you pretty much tell us the pros and cons of being married. And we want you to be honest, like I said. Don't go on Google and copy and read from it. No. Don't go on YouTube and read from it. Don't go on Yahoo and read. Be honest here. Be honest here because you know if you're single, you know the disadvantage and advantages. So for the benefit of our audience here, pros and cons basically mean advantages and disadvantage. You for something or you against something. That's the easy definition. So Lofty, let's start with you. Are you married?
yes, I am.
I see
Don't
that
bring,
price.
don't bring that question to me on the show.
No, for the pastor, we are not going to ask him that question when it comes to how God sees marriage. So Lofty,
Right.
you say you are married, and first we would like to say, how long have you been married?
Almost 4 years.
Oh yes. So
He said, "Get you a ring every 4 years."
Oh my God.
I, I see that ring and I see that bright smile. So,
Yeah.
so love to educate us here because this is for the benefit of the audience, and for viewers who are gonna tune in. What is the pros and cons of being married? Let's start with the pros first. Let's start with the advantage. What is the advantage of being married? Since you've been married for 4 years, what's some advantage?
For me,
Yeah.
the pros of being married is having someone you can talk to any and every time, someone that you're gonna love and not gonna love you back, and just someone you can someone that has your back, someone you can rely on emotionally, financially, and like pretty much for everything. So just having that person there for you whenever you need he or her, that's my pro for me.
And have you experienced any cons, any disadvantage in your marriage?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Okay. What are some of the disadvantages?
Like I said, for me again, my disadvantage of being married is having a partner that's selfish.
So,
Like a selfish partner. Um, trying to, like, you want to be married, you want to be in that relationship, in that marriage, but then you have this person who doesn't want to be in it, but because you're giving it your all, you're taking the initiative to make sure everything is right. So they'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna be there since you want me to be there, but they are not there. And I mean, just having a selfish partner is a disadvantage of being married. Somebody that's just all about themselves and not you and not how you feel and how they act towards you. Pretty much a partner that's selfish and mean. That's my two cons in the marriage.
all right.
I don't like.
Thank you for your input. We'll get back with you but let's bring in Pastor Success here. Also, let's also welcome Malcolm and Pastor Success.
Oh, Malcolm, yeah? Where you again?
Yeah, Malcolm say the topic is very interesting.
You get interested in lady never. What do I mean? I get interested in lady.
So,
So,
Pastor Success, welcome.
no, we all gotta contribute. If we are to build like bureau, we should start from the community, and these topics, make sense. You know what I mean?
Thank you. So, Pastor Success, how do you, for the benefit of our audience here, give us the simple definition of marriage and how do God view marriage? Because I know the secular people view marriage in a different way. Let break down first before we dive into the pros and cons. What is your, the simple definition of marriage, and how does God view marriage?
Marriage is the union of two opposite sex, male and female, coming together to form a family for the common goal of God's agenda. That is
So,
it. That's the simplest definition I can give you for marriage.
okay. So then what's the purpose? What's the purpose? Why do two men or women decide to get married? Why they can't just stay together, but they decide, say, you know what, even though we're together, but we want to get married. What is the major purpose there?
So the essence of marriage is to fulfill God's ordinance, right? You can be a boyfriend and girlfriend the rest of your life. You still born children. You can still prosper. You can still succeed, but it doesn't fulfill God's ordinance. So, because Scripture makes us understand that marriage is honorable to all, and the bed is undefiled. So, when you have a relationship outside marriage, that's why when you born children, they are called wedlock children. It doesn't mean God reject them. And David himself acknowledged that in the Bible. He said, in iniquity did my mother conceive me. But yet he came out to be one of the successful child, in history, David. So marriage is important because God wants us to do it. He established for us to do it. So it's very important.
Okay. So we gonna come back here. We're gonna ask the question tonight here. This is the ultimate question. It is a discussion when it comes to marriage relationship is very very important. But I just want to let the audience know here. Mostly we encourage those who are married or single to participate in the discussion here. If you're in a relationship but you're not married, you're not single, if you want to weigh in, feel free to opine. But mostly we encourage those who are already married to give because at the end of the day, we want to learn something from this discussion. The discussion is very informative here, when it comes to marriage here. So, Pastor Sources, before I bring in Malcolm here, this is the ultimate question here. Are you married or single?
You see, you're not asking why you decided to ask me.
See,
My question is, man,
what are they? I jumped the gun before the horse.
I'm gonna keep that question for the end of the show. I will answer at the end of the show.
Okay, yeah, and absolutely, you have
I'm
to
gonna
right now
answer
to
it.
answer that question. So with that said, I just wanted to ask that question, but you have to right now to answer. If you want to
I
change,
will. I will. I will.
if you want to maintain your faith, that's fine. You want to plead the faith, that's fine. So with that said, then give us some pros and cons of being married.
So first thing, the good aspect when you say pro, you mean the good aspect of being married is that one, you fulfill God ordinance. Number two, you you enjoy sexual relationship without any conscience, without any guilt coming in your mind. Three, you have a union, right? And when you have a union, two persons coming together, you become more efficient in things you do. Because it's a common saying that says two heads are better than one, right? So you become efficient in things you do. You get somebody to count on, you got somebody to talk to, you got somebody to give you a guardian, you got an option of things you want to do, who to achieve, view it. So you got an implementing partner, right? You got somebody to complement what you're doing. All right. So these are the pros of marriage, right? They're not just the only thing, it also helps to bring out your children in the orderly manner. It is difficult. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying kids who are brought up as single parents don't do well, but it is a strenuous thing for one parent to bring out a kid, to train up a kid. The kids will be trained by the parent and institute the tradition and the culture of that parent into the child. So there are a lot of pros that I could go on, name, but I just want to give a few essential ones.
Okay, looking at the cons.
The cons is one, you have to deprive yourself. All right. If you were things you used to do yesterday, when you're coming together with another person, when you agreed to come together with another person, you have to evaluate that person and look at your own life and be able to commensurate, in order to be able to come on par with that person. So in so doing, there are some things you will have to drop, and there are some things you have to adapt if you want to keep your marriage going. All right. There are some things you have to adapt, and there are some things you have to drop. And that comes with an orientation. And that is why every relationship has its own orientation time to know each other, because you're trying to adapt, you know. And it's difficult to do. I mean, it's not just an overnight thing. You grew up being in your 20, 30, 40, 50, and you're trying to adjust your way of life to suit your partner, you know. Number two, there are some things you will have to accept for the rest of your life when you get married. Because you know why? There is no angel on earth. I said that before when I came on your show the other day, there is no perfect relationship. There'll be ups and downs. But at certain given point in time, you have to let go your feelings. You have to let go your right for the sole purpose of the marriage. These are the cons. These are the disadvantage aspect of it. You know, our parents that stay together 13, 14, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, 40 years. Let us sit you down and explain to you their own story of things they went through, the disadvantage they experienced, but yet instead they were there because of you as a child. You know, so there are many things that, couple of disadvantages in marriage, but at the end of the day, the bigger picture, is what you look for.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good advice, and also good presentation here.
My we offer them in seminar with good money, mommy. You let it here free tonight. After this, you must send something.
Yeah, folks, and yeah, you have to donate to the network here, because the network need more advancement. Also, we have to, and be able to spread the love and support in the network. So thank you very much, Malcolm. Welcome here. This is your first time on this night here. I think were you on the
No,
previous?
yeah, this is my second time. My second time on the show.
Okay, yeah, your second time to show. Yeah. So ladies and
But
gentlemen,
my
welcome.
first time as a panelist, though.
Yes, yes.
Actually,
All right, thank you. So Malcolm, are you married or single?
I am married, but I spent 10 years with my wife, and to get right now we are two. I mean, our anniversaries I just passed, so 2 years, so that make it 12 years. So I got to know this lady, my whole life, and she knows the kind of man she was. So, you know, I'm grateful.
So Malcolm, thank you very much here. And what give us what was the purpose of getting married and being married and staying this long here? You guys going a decade. What holds you guys together?
You see, uh, one thing, um, when I met my wife, I used to be one of the playboy in Minnesota. People know me.
Baku.
I know it was coming up. I know it was coming. Go ahead.
Maybe Tako.
No, Pastor. When I mean playboy,
Yeah,
sometimes
Messi.
as a young man, you want to explore and
I
just be
know,
yourself,
I
right?
know, I know, I know.
Mind you, I'll tell people this: every man out there that you think that some kind of a name attached to him as a playboy, he wants to settle down, but he just waiting for the rightful person. Remember, we men, we got to strive to prove our point. A woman can be 18 years old and she can find somebody who will take care of her house. But it's a different ballgame when it comes to men. So when a man has accomplished himself, all he need, he just want to settle down. So I don't care how useless or disgruntled that man is. Every man want to settle down. No man want to come home to the mattress
Yeah,
alone.
Malcolm, hold on. Someone having an echo in the background. Is that Lofty or Pastor Joseph or me?
No, my background is completely silent.
Yeah, me too. My background.
Yeah. That just mute it. I mean, we can put yourself on mute. That would be great. So maybe one of the panelists can be on mute or unmuted. I'm not hearing you though.
No, but you speaking right now. So
Right, right. So you cannot unmute yourself, but when the other people need to come in, then they can unmute themselves. But they can still hear me. Just make sure if they can hear me or not.
yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Lofty and Pastor Joseph, can you guys hear Malcolm? Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So as I was saying, right, when I met my wife, um, people said a lot. There were a lot of say, say, oh, the guy, he's a less skinned man, and he's not going to settle with you. But my wife didn't really, give credence or play ears to those talks.
I learned that they say light skinned men they are big time player. It's very hard for them to
That
settle.
that's not true. That's not true. Listen to me, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Well, I just want to lay my point, and then maybe the lady can tell us whether that's true. But at the end of the day, um, what I want to get out is that the patience of my wife, all right, and knowing that she found someone that not only that can provide financial security to her, but that can respect her, even though there was the vice. And I was just being myself, just having fun. I didn't want to commit myself to any woman because we know a lot of guys try to do that, and knowing that relationship is all about commitment, even marriage. All right. Anything that has no commitment is gonna fail. So I was not in the position of committing myself to any woman, not because that woman was ugly, but just not want to be cursed. Because mind you, when you hurt somebody, even if it doesn't bite you back today, it has a consequence in the long run. So I want to be mutual, not going into a relationship, having kids here and there, I just want to be stable, be a good guy and, concentrate on what I want and my goals. So my wife came in my life. People said this. She didn't give credence to that. One of the things I trust my wife was my ambition. Mm. I'm a very career oriented person. I'm a goal getter. So any woman, and like Pastor Sosa said the last time on the show, a woman's joy is not to love a man. If you look at the Bible from a biblical perspective. So I hear a lot of my brothers like, oh, she don't love me, and see that our joy is not to love you, my brother.
What is her job?
Her job, the woman's job is to help me. So if you as a man, when you have a goal, the first thing that woman, when you go into a relationship, try to sense or search, know your man. What are his goals? Does that goal meet your needs? Is it going to provide financial support for you tomorrow? Because mind you, when you go into a relationship, women need financial support, security. All right. They don't want to be there working 3 or 4 jobs that they cannot, have nothing to do for themselves. And that's where all the problem comes about when it comes to relationship, because women are doing more into this world than the men supposed to be doing.
You think
All
so?
right. I think so, my brother.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I'm going to be beating on my brothers, but I think so. All right.
Let's do a follow-up question. We'll come back to that, but let's do a follow-up question before we move to Eleanor. So let's do a follow-up question here. 10 years being married is I will applaud you for that.
No, 10 years being in a relationship and 2 years being married.
Yeah,
They get it correct.
yes, I will say applaud you. I've been in a relationship 13 years, but I've been married 3 years to my wife. But we've been, in a relationship for 13 years. So I still applaud you for that because you build a relationship. For me, I just don't like to rush into marriage. I like to get to know.
No, no, not me.
Yeah, yeah. Even if it's still 5, 6 years, you still knowing that person because sometimes to know women is very difficult, and to know men too is sometimes difficult. You have to know that person in and out.
but
And
but
also,
AJ, let me just budget to what you just said, right?
yes,
Look, when we come into a relationship, we should have the mindset that we both come from a two different perspective, two different family, right? We have two different family. All right. Look, even your own brother and sister live with you together, y'all still have confusion. What more about a woman that you are not met before? Just because y'all are married doesn't mean that you guys knew one another. You got from a total different background, and you just coming together to make things work. And that takes a lot of commitment, a lot of works, a lot of discipline. You got to be disciplined in everything, whether a career or relationship. When to talk, like Pastor Sosa said, if you want to be successful in your marriage, you got to be a stupid man or stupid woman. I've been stupid for the past 12 years. But do I want to be stupid? Well, I mean stupid in a positive way. Because sometimes it requires both individuals to get involved, especially the women, to maintain a relationship. I will tell you that for far on the show that my wife, myself, I'm the one that I don't say sorry.
why you don't say
I
so?
don't care. I don't care how much I'm mad, and not just me. But my wife knows me very well. There are other women who look at me and say, "Oh, the guy don't say no woman, for long." They told my wife, "Oh, that made way. You don't say no woman for long." But guess what? My woman
Before you
understands me,
continue,
but she sat down with me for 12 years.
Marco, before you continue, AJ, why you asking Marco whether he can say why he can't say sorry? On your political show, have you seen Marco say sorry? He may not say
Yeah, you see
sorry.
that they make me spot the whole thing. Yeah,
Let
we
me
get
say
into
sorry.
good
That's it.
conversation and make me spot the whole
Confess,
thing.
let
Yeah.
confess.
But
Let
wait.
confess. Thank you, brother.
So, Michael, let's come back to you. There's a lot of important points, a lot of follow-ups here I want to do with you and Pastor Sunset. But let's come back with you before we move to Lofty here, our female panelists here. I just want to pretty much give the side of my own, pros and cons, and like I stated from the earlier from the intro that each and everyone have a different pros and cons. Onesman cons cannot be your cons, or his pros cannot be your pros. So I want you guys to be honest. So that even when we have some guests that will come on here, let Lofty give her pros and cons. Malcolm did not give his pros and cons. Malcolm, what is your pros?
Okay, my pros. One of my pros, I did some note. You know, I love to do note taking and stuff. So I did some research, and from my own experience, I believe in God, and everything that comes to my marriage and the success of my relationship and my marriage comes from God. So I always try my best to go through a biblical route, and I want to look at formalizing a relationship or a marriage, right? When people are married, the first thing they are excited. That's one of my pros. They want to, formalize it, whether it be in the presence of man or in the presence of God, right? But that's when we go to the church. If it's in the presence of God, we go to church, take our bride, and try to make it right. And that's where it comes to do with the commitment between both partners, not just one individual. So it takes both to be able to come out to that decision, to be able to formalize whatever relationship or wherever things that they want get involved into. So I think formalizing a relationship, both or either way, but I think formalizing it in the presence of God by going to the church is the rare way, the ideological way to do it. That's one of my pros. We want to come to the second one. That's the last one, but there are a lot. Okay. I'll look at financial security. I'm a big fan when it comes to finances because these are things we want to know it, but these are things that affects relationship and marriages, right? When a woman is not stable, she's not stable, secure when it comes to finances, it becomes a problem. You men, my fellows, the system might be doing 2, 3, 4 jobs just to maintain or to cover all your butt. But that doesn't mean that you should sit down on the couch and watch and play a video game and not get your butt out and do something. You have to make more income. My brother, do you know that most of the men that get kicked out of the house are the ones that don't even contribute when it comes to household material? I can never be paying rent in my house. I pay the rent in my house. My wife don't pay mortgage. I pay the mortgage. She do all the small money in the house. In my house, I pay mortgage. You think because of some dispute, my wife will put me outside in my house? I challenge any woman to do that. But am I saying I'm going to use that to take advantage of my wife? No. But what I'm saying here is that, fellow, you have to provide or give your woman that financial security. If it's not there today, ladies, support the man to get to that point. Forget about your friends, forget about what they say, oh, the man is there, is that. If he's determined, support his idea. I was sleeping in my car when my wife met me. In my car, using light and studying. And I just came from another relationship. All right. But at the end of the day, it took time before my wife and myself got together. It took time. But at the end of the day, she didn't give up on me. She stood there by me. She was doing 3, 4 jobs, but IT is more practical. So I invested most of my time into computer. My wife go to work, I take care of my kids and going to school, and people, some of our friends like, oh, the guy, she just want to find man, he not doing that. But they didn't know what was going on in the back. She knew the kind of person I am.
As the son said, the main person he said that he's cuter than also. But
What I'm saying here is that that's what they were saying.
oh, no,
All right.
I know. I'll just being sarcastic.
My wife did not go, to trip or to say, oh, you know what? They are saying the truth. But she believed in my struggle. She believed in my ideology. And today, my wife, before she used to work 3, 4 jobs just for me, just to provide a career path for myself, to build my career. And then my wife don't, she work less. She work less. She don't even work. So now those who used to be saying nonsense, they're like, oh, okay, we see the reason why you were stuck with the farm ball. Pastor said, I'm a fine, young, good looking.
So thank you, Michael. We will come back to you. Thank you very much. Here. So we will move back to Love P here. And is Logan here. We move back to her here. So let's pick up from a phrase that Malcolm said, Lofty. He said that a woman is not Malcolm. Let me. He said a woman is not a what? I have some question, but I want to pick up from what he said. He said a woman is a helper, right? It's not a
She's a
provider.
happy.
It's not a provider, right? Okay, yes. You said a woman is not a provider, is a helper here. So Lofty. So picking up on us, phrase there.
Yeah.
Let's start with this. You give a woman a house, she make it to a home. You give a woman a sperm, she multiply and born you children. And what else again can a woman be a helper? What else can you give a woman and the multiply? I said yes. So using that phrase, how can a woman be a helper to her man in a marriage?
If you're married and you both work, like some people don't believe in 50-50. I mean, for me, I do. And I even believe in sometimes 100-0. If my husband can't provide at the moment, I would take over and do it. Because I know in the long run, I might fall short and my husband will like take over. So, woman being your helper and not a provider, in certain circumstances, yeah. But a lot of times it's not the case. Because in my condition right now, my situation, my husband is in Africa there. He's in Liberia and I'm in America. I'm supposed to provide for myself right now until he gets here. Because I know he don't have the means back there. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, in the long run, when he comes to America, he will get a job and he will help me. So at times we can be a helper, and at times we are supposed to be a provider too.
Pastor Sosa, you got a follow-up question for Lofty?
I might just add up instead of follow-up question.
Okay, go ahead.
So the fundamental responsibility of the woman is to help. And God said, and he saw that it was not good for men to be alone. So he put a man to sleep, and out of man rib, he brought forth a woman. She is a helpmeet. So women are to help. But the question here is, in what direction, in what dimension are they helping? If a man is out of job and the woman steps in, it's the same as help. Women are not supposed to shoulder the responsibility of a family. It is not their duty. God, and I always said this to people, right? There's a difference between job and work. All right? A man may go out of job, but he cannot go out of work. I might not have the time to discuss that tonight, but I just want to throw it out there. A man can go out of job, but he cannot go out of work.
And what
All right? Say that again?
What does that mean?
It means work is a divine responsibility. A job is anything you get at bringing income.
Thank you.
Right? So a woman may step in with a man go out of job because she knows that with the kind of work that is in him, the kind of assignment God has given him, he can find a job anytime and bring in resources. All right. Let me say this. No matter how wealthy a woman is, God has fashioned female in a way that they are made to receive. They are recipient. So when it reaches to a long run where a man becomes a recipient, it will eventually becomes a problem because that is not the ordinance of God. And that's why you hear people say, oh, a woman can live with a man. She doesn't have a job, a man will accept it. But a woman cannot continue when a man does not have a job for a long period of time. Yes, it is divine. It is spiritual. It's not just a physical thing.
Pastor, just before you continue, all right, guys, I'm about to go look for money. You know, I got to pour roof for the poor hair, but I'll be in the dark. I'm driving, so I just want to make that clear, okay?
Okay, thank you, Malcolm. Thank you for your participation. Yeah.
right? So woman, you and a woman can be together. Maybe you're working, you got a job, and she make more money than you. That woman will still look up there and say, "Sweetie, you're not giving me money to fix my hair." These are the natural lifestyle of women. They are made to receive. They are the recipient of anything men earn. So don't put a woman in a situation that she become a perpetual breadwinner. She can do it for a time just in case you lost job or whatever. But if you make her a perpetual breadwinner, you might enjoy for a period of time, but it will slap you back in the face because you know why? That's not what God wants.
Okay. So follow up here. Let's look at Lofty case. She said that her husband is back home. So basically, she's the provider. She's supposed to be the helper. But even though he's back home, how can he still take the lead? And even though she's the bread provider right now, but how can he still take the lead? Or how can he also be a helper, vice versa?
Okay, so in the very first place, a woman should never exclude a man in decision making because she's bringing in a little change for now. So one of the way that it works, she can be here working, but honestly speaking, to be honest with you, I would say this for free. If she takes pay and she know that her husband she choose to labor in the rest of her life, hey, sweetheart, we just got paid. I got about $2,000. I got paid. I got 500. I got 150. What are the play? What do you have on your plate this month? What can we do? You understand what I mean? They make a decision. That's why she bringing the money. When that money hits the home, let it be seen as the income of the home. It should not be, oh, maybe that Lofty work and brought the money, or maybe he or Logan work and brought the money. No, let it be a resources of the home. At that level, he has a voice on it. You say, okay, babe, put a 300 in the saving, you 200 for yourself, send me $100, and keep the other one for just in case emergency. I mean, I'm just giving a hypothetical stuff, you know. That's how family go about planning. All right. So like that, he still have a decision, right? He still have a decision. There will be some day, you know, she will need money. And the fact that money is in a home, it no longer her money, it's the family money. She have to consult the issue. I want to do the way what you think. You say, okay, go in the saving and take $100. Go in the saving and take a 200. But you know what? When he comes down tomorrow and they start to work, that's the same order they're going to maintain. That is the same order they're going to maintain. Nowadays, people feel that when the woman is working, people financially is not important for now. He should be subject. No, you working and bringing money does not take away it does not take away her position God gave him in the family. God said he is the head. God knew that one of these days he will go out of job and you will be working. God knew it. God knows what's going to happen. But he still made the man the head. So he should be consulted in every decision. He should be the final decision maker. Despite all of your opinion, you and he come on the table, you're discussing. At the end of the day, it should be your decision. The next way you make the man feel valued for you to see that, yeah, I'm the man in charge. For example, somebody walking at home and say, Lofty, please credit me 400, man. I got serious problem. I will pay you next week. That's why he's in Africa. Lofty to take a phone and call, hey, babe, there's a friend of mine who came to me want to credit 400. What do you think? It should be discussed. She should even tell her friend how to consult my husband. All right? Call him, hey, looking, sweetheart, I got a friend here who want to credit me want me to credit some money. What do you think? The question would be, do we have that money? And if we have it, where is it? You know, and she'll be okay, maybe we got 500 in the saving, and we took out 200 and credit the president. You'll be do we have a plan in the next 4-5 months? No. Okay, we can credit the but why is the guarantee the person will pay? Then you'll start discussing this thing. Even when you leave the phone with the person, that man will sit and say, what kind of woman has to? That all the way I'm not working, I don't have it. He still consult me to make decisions in the family. That's how you build the integrity of a marriage.
Wow. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, that's how you build the integrity of the marriage. And you made the man feel that he is the man,
Yeah.
you know.
That was well said here. Just for the benefit of those who just joining us here, we are discussing a relationship. We are on relationship topic here. What are the pros and cons of being married or single? We have not spoken with a person who said they are single yet. But if you are just tuning in here, if you want to participate, let us know. We'll send you the link. Or if you want to call in, we'll post the number here, 515-326-1905. You can call in and opine. So let me weigh in here from my understanding of from my pros and cons here. As a man who been in a relationship 13 years with his wife and 3 years married. My my pros here is this support. My wife is very supportive, even though I'm a hard-headed guy. I'm into the entertainment, and my wife is mostly religious, but she still support me a lot. So that's one of my pros, very supportive, and when it comes to finance, she's very flexible. Very flexible, finance support and family time. There's one of my pros when it comes to marriage, family time. I love to be a family, where we have dinners around the table, the kids then, be able to seek their daddy permission to do something, vacation, travel, and just the family time here of being married. That's one of the biggest, advantage here. The family time is so important, family come together, they eat dinner, they pray, or they have a Bible study. That's one of the things I think that glue me and my wife together for all these long. Marriage is not easy. It's not bread and butter, especially when you guys from a different. You'll have a different. If you have a different goals, it's pretty tough. If you're from a different parts of the higher seas, the war is, and that's how me and my wife love. She more into the relational aspect. I'm still into a circular, do a lot of circular things here. But guess what? We compromise. She respect, my belief. I respect her belief because in order to for it to work, you have to meet people in the middle. Communication is the key. Sometimes it's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. At some point, me and my wife were separated for a year. But it was tough. It was tough. But if you look at the communication, you seek and I'm on the cons now. This is some of the disadvantage. Different beliefs sometimes. Sometimes separation is a disadvantage. I experienced separation. Me and my wife been separated for a year. We just got back together after 12 years, going to the 13. It was a separation for a year. It was tough. Why was it tough? Everybody have that reason. But if you love somebody and the communication, is open, is open, effective, you can work things out. And that's why sometimes you seek professional counselor. You don't go to family member because if you go to family member, guess what happens? They take time. Let's just say Lofty and her husband is having problem, but then they go to Lofty parents. Lofty parents say, mostly they will take side. Or if they go to the husband goes to his parent will take side. It's just have so I pretty much advise a lot of married couple. Seek professional independent counselor. Somebody who don't know you guys, but someone who will be able to say things that you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Because your family will tell you things what mostly your family will tell you things what you want to hear. But professional counselor who is independent, if you're having a marital, problem, they will tell you stuff both. They will tell you guys both what you need to hear in order to get a marriage work. So yeah, so that's my perspective on it. But so this next question here is for Lofty. Lofty, who benefits most in a marriage, men or a woman? The men, a woman, or the kids?
The
Let's
kids
no,
first.
okay. Let's leave the kids out right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's put the kids aside. But who benefit most in a marriage between a man and a woman?
The woman do benefit a lot.
Why you say that?
You can hear me?
Yeah. Let me put our boy Malcolm back on the stage. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think women benefit the most in a marriage because a lot of things that we cannot do in the marriage that our husband would do.
Hmm.
For example, when I'm saying, "Oh, I'm too tired to get the kids," the man he's compulsory to go get the kids from school because mommy's tired. And if I can't do the dishes or cook, he's gonna step in and do it. So there's a lot of things that men do that if we don't want to do it, we don't have to do it. But for them, they are compulsory to do it because we look at them as the head of the household and they are supposed to fill that void that we are not able to do. So yes, a lot of things we get away with, and I feel like our husbands don't get away with it.
Pastor Sosa, do you concur with Lofty? If yes,
Well, I will concur with her, but I will go a little bit deeper. So first of all, we should understand to whom much is given, much is required. Am I right?
somehow.
So, huh?
I said somehow.
Yeah, to whom much is given, much is required. That's a universal standard, right? Uh, the Bible describes the two gender. One is what? A weaker vessel, right? So when you are a weaker vessel, when the Bible talks about weaker vessel, it's not just not having strength. There are many ways they are weak. Many ways they are weak. Psychologically, they are weak. Emotionally, they are weak. Age-wise, they are weak. Because a woman's value starts when she enters her 20. By the time she hit her 30, going to 40, the value starts to diminish. It starts to drop. In terms of body structure and so on. A man can be in the 70 and still have a child. A woman cannot be in her 70 and have a child. So there are a lot of advantages and disadvantages that comes with, with a female, unlike the man.
Let me hold you right there. Nowadays, in this technology world that we live in, a woman can be in her 70 and still be able to produce.
I'm not discussing
through different means. I just wanted to add in there.
Yeah, I got you. But I'm not discussing people working outside the agenda of God. That's what I'm discussing. Yeah. I'm not going to be discussing gratifying people working outside the agenda of God. The agenda of God was not for people to do higher again, planting someone else, spraying into another person, all those stuff. These are things they were not the agenda of God. Society infused it into us and we adapted them in a part of our life. All right? But is that how God wanted us to know? God wanted children to be born by sexual intercourse. That is the sole purpose. All right? But let me go to, the question under discussion. So women are more, they stand to be, disadvantaged in many ways in a relationship. All right? So that is why they should be given more care. The man should take more responsibility because he is the man. When you take the title, the head of the home, then it comes with responsibility. There are a lot of things you ought to do. The security of the family is on you. You have to make sure that financially your family is secure, psychologically, emotionally, they are secure. Health-wise, you have to make sure your kids are well fed, they go to hospital. You make sure that your kids are educated, right? Now, when I counsel people for marriage, this is what I always tell them. The husband is the CEO. The wife is the general manager. The CEO does not run the company. It's the general manager that runs the day-to-day activity of the company. So the home is like a company. They made just the CEO. And the work of the CEO, he goes out there, have board meetings, look for donors and look for this and look for that. When the money comes in, it becomes the work of the general manager. And that is why when you have a woman in the home who is wasteful, that home is in trouble. If you have a woman who is not able to multiply, that home is in trouble. So the men got huge responsibility, but the woman also have her that support what the man is doing.
Thank you. Let's welcome ladies' night one of our official hosts, Mr. I Love You. I like your cowboy hat.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing, my man. That long small cowboy hat I brought here, man.
Yes. Thank you so much. what a coincidence it is to be in red, as compared to the host as well. Hopefully, he and I might dive down the same path of, logic and ideas tonight. I've been following the show. I heard our brother made a public confession that he used to be a playboy from Minnesota, and other key points that
Marco coming for you.
the other key points that you also raised about he never says sorry, even though a woman been with him for 12 years and she's adjusted to it, and he has not yet seen reason to still say sorry. But that's not the topic tonight. You know,
But
our main focus for the night.
Mr. I love it, even though that's not a topic, but you can what rebut to that. You can do a follow up. You can
Yeah, you know,
Exactly. Make a cowboy high. Just of you.
you
You know,
know, I mean,
we have to be unified on the show. We have to be unified.
it is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that he got
We have to be unified, my man. We have to be unified.
correct. Oh, Egypt probably go for his own hat too. But I mean, like I was saying, right? It's that's yeah. So it's a beautiful thing, right? He raised a comment and concern, and I want to say it's God grace, it's God's special favor for you to have a woman that understands you for that number of years. You know, in my own opinion, I feel like at some point you should try to make adjustment, especially if you discover what the problem is. They say the number one step in solving the problem is discovering what the problem is. So if you already know what the issue is, I mean, hopefully you've been saying sorry. Just like you're too loud with it, but maybe you've been saying sorry, But I've been the advantage of being single and the disadvantage. The pastor raised some key points that I do agree with him. The purpose of getting married and all of that. For me personally, the way in which the world is going, there are a lot of things out there that men and women would like to explore sexually and in other aspect of life. So looking at all these issues and all these little things, I personally feel like if you think you are not ready to give 100% commitment to a woman, it is better you stay single. When you stay single, you want some of the advantage of being single, you are not answerable to anybody. For example, this weekend, you can pack a bag, go to Las Vegas, and come back on Tuesday. Nobody will ask you where you go, what did you do in Vegas, and this and that. It's so you have that liberty of scheduling your own life around your time, your convenience. You create your own bubbles, if I may say it that way. So that's some of the advantage you have. And being single, sometimes you also have that option to explore more and more the different type of relationship, especially if you want to go into, say, you want to leave from the Liberian community and try some Hispanic, African American, whites. You have all those options to keep exploring. You get what I'm saying? And above all, if you are a man who is sound minded, you also have the option to build up your finance since you are a single individual. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing the right thing and you are bringing in the rightful source of income. So being single, it do have an advantage, the positive side of it, compared to being married and all that. So that's that's where I stand with it.
thank you, Mr. I love you here, and we're gonna do some follow ups here. Where's the pastor?
And the pastor disappear to appear, you'll reappear.
Okay. You, Mr. I love you. Do you have any question for Love T and Malcolm here? Because I know you've been following here.
Yeah, no, I've been following closely. Lofty raised her point about how she's happily married and all the excitement, the good stuff. At the end of the day, I think Lofty is she's in a pretty beautiful, amazing zone. So I'm not gonna really bother her there. But my brother down here, my brother down here.
Malcolm.
Yeah, that is brother down here. That he the one. Yeah, want to. Yeah. I want to question him and understand some dynamics and. Yeah, so he made mention of the fact that I think it was him or pastor that said he paid the mortgage in the house, but equally so, it don't mean that he's going to take advantage of his woman, this and that. I mean, some women take offense in men sometimes taking public glory, especially if the women know one way or the other they are making sacrifice in order to make that easy for you. Because as much as you might be paying that mortgage, but the fact that she's sharing on to other responsibilities and other bills, it makes you doing that to be so easy for you. So sometimes, they like to keep those things as a joint glory that, my family is doing well and other things. But brother, have you adjusted yourself with your salary issue in your relationship so far, or you still stand the same?
Yeah. Let me comment to that. All right. Thank you, my brother. And a lot of time I glorify my woman more than I glorify myself. The reason being is that I just stated yet. I'm gonna use my own personal experience. I was married. I have a 16 years old
So
that's
this,
supposed to be graduating from
so this
college. She's supposed to be entering the University of Minnesota this next year. Once she graduate, she already been accepted, right? I had a kid. I called in on university, but when I came here along with the kid mom, things didn't work out. You get my point, my brother?
Yes, I'm following through.
Okay. You see, a lot of time people don't understand. They say, "Oh, my wife that I have right now, she met me with 3 kids. I have 6. I have 3 by my wife, and she met me with 3. So
Baby Taco,
look at it, warrior. You see,
Baby Taco.
no, no, that be serious. Yeah, the men want to know. The men want to know. Let me tell you now that I'm not trying to
Malcolm,
denigrate my wife to say that that because I say I paid this because my wife, maybe I couldn't even pay my brother. Let me tell you now.
Yeah, you say
She
you're
not,
living in the car, you're
I,
sleeping in the car.
I'm not exactly. I'm gonna tell you right now. You see my face. One of the reasons why my wife is successful in her marriage, I take I got an old Facebook page. Every year I take my family out of Jamaica or Puerto Rico. Those are things that I never used to do when my wife and myself were together. When people were denigrating me, people insulted me in the time in Minnesota. But what they never understand is that my wife lived with me in my house. She knew the kind of person I am. I was okay. So she invested more in my career. I'm a cyber analyst. I made $120,000 a year. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. All right. My wife worked 40 hours a week. I don't ask her for her paycheck, this, that, but she's my wife. If she want to help me, which of course she have been helping me in the past. If you want to contribute and do this, that's fine. But I'm not demanding. I only said that because a lot of times, guys, when women help them, once they become successful, they turn it back on these women. Okay? I'm not saying that because I want to denigrate my wife or to show that I'm doing well. I'm just trying to tell you that I knew where I came from and I know how much investment my wife I invest in. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I told you that come Minnesota, people come my wife and say no. Even though when I was doing stupid not going to the club, I've never been in the club for the past 6 years. A lot of my friends in Minnesota say, "Mama, you afraid of the girl?" No, I'm not afraid of her. She had given me something, and I'm not going to bring shame to her to be in the club. I'd rather stay home with my family. Let my brother here, he called me AJ Cummings when I'm working from home. I work from home. Now I'm going to work at West Fargo. I work at West Fargo data center, just a part time.
so
I just don't
Malcolm,
have time to sit.
Malcolm, but you still dodged the question. The co-host of Mr. I Love You.
No, he won't answer that
How
question.
Let me answer. No, I coming to that. When it comes to me not saying sorry, you know, sometimes in relationship, there are things that when you your partner, when you know your partner very well, there are things that you cannot get out of that person. When I don't say sorry, it's just my own personal thing, personal habit that I'm trying to work on in my relationship. But that doesn't affect. I want to try to say that, you know, my wife, even with that, she still come out and say, you know, daddy, sorry for what happened. You know, let's forget about all these things. And I'm going to try to say that a woman, the only people that maintain a relationship is a woman, not a man. We men, I'm not the only man that got beat hard. Men got beat hard. How many men can say sorry? Let me just say, I'll tell you now, I don't say sorry. Do you guys say sorry?
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
If you say sorry, 100%, I mean, 5% of men don't say sorry when it comes to, you know, fall in a relationship. If you guys can debug me, but agree to that. I think my sister will bug me, will me on that.
Let's hear from a female here, a point of view. Lofty, does your husband say sorry usually?
All the time. But let me say something first.
Okay.
Marriage, I was married to someone who never says sorry and who never thinks in his life that he's wrong.
Wow.
So I put up those things together and I decided I won't go back to him ever again. To be honest, a man that doesn't say sorry to a woman doesn't care about her.
No.
That's how I feel.
Okay, I will accept that. But a man got beat hard. Most men got beat hard. They will not say sorry that because they don't accept the fact that they are wrong. I'm just saying that for we men, we think that, especially African men, American men, I want to say this right now. American men or other nationality will say sorry. But we Liberian men are saying, we Liberian men, 80% of Liberian men don't say sorry. Not because they are right. It's just that they feel that when they say sorry, it's a BD. Y'all say me wrong, my people.
No, let me come in. Let me come in quick. I get a point.
Let me just finish. Please, let me just learn. I want to talk again. So this is the thing. A man who does me wrong and not say sorry to me, I feel like you don't love me. Period. Because if I'm hurting and I expect my partner that love me to always tell me sorry and vice versa, I will say sorry to him if I'm wrong. But if you cannot say sorry to me, why are we even together? Because to be honest, sorry fixes a lot of things. It fixes a lot of things. Not saying sorry to me will make me to call a street for you in the house. And what do we have to go to 3 days without speaking with you? Just say, oh baby, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I didn't mean to do it. Why can't you just say that and let everything go? If my husband gets sorry to me for it wrong, we're not gonna be together.
So I heard your point, right? But just to say this quickly here, a lot of men don't say sorry. In some cases, there are men who don't say sorry. There are other men who, for the sake of peace, like Pastor said, for the sake of peace, man, you know, when you're in a relationship, you want a relationship to work, you got to act stupid. You got to play certain things off. There are times when the woman is even wrong, but you're coming go on some of the family trips, you now find out her face to 3:45. In order for this family trip to go on, you got to say sorry to her for you to pick up and go. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, she's wrong. But this is the thing. In some cases, like our brother like this who have problem in saying sorry, these are men who do say sorry to their women, but they don't verbalize it. So
exactly.
Give me chance here. Twice there, you can say sorry. So
can you chance? We're not saying sorry.
So take for example, right? An argument will happen in the home between a man and a woman, and the way in which the man seems so angry about it, and he's pushing his point. Sometimes the woman will just say one or two things that will catch him off and say, I think she got a point over there, right? Instead of in the heat of the moment, what he would do is he will go mute. You get what I'm saying? Now when he go mute, Normally, if he's not over that issue yet, 2-3 hours later, when you that woman try going around him, he will rewind that whole topic back up. But the moment he realized that he was wrong, what he would do is now in the kitchen cooking. By the time he want you to turn the stove off by 4 by 5, you're gonna go upstairs and go practice Adam and Eve practices. It's this man trying to make you understand that whatever argument you had earlier on, he was wrong, but he's not saying it. And the same way women expect men to understand every body language of them in every aspect, their needs. Women are very needy when it comes to you keeping a smile on their face. There are a lot of things they don't. A woman hate to tell a man that you're supposed to know today, Mother Day, you saw the buy me flowers. She hate it. She expect this guy to know things. There are things about her. They assume over the years of being married or being together, you should be able to figure it out about them. So in the same token, when you have your man, in some cases, if you have a man who you've really not heard him verbalize a sorry before, sometimes his sorry comes in different ways and means. You get what I'm saying? For example, you've been talking
My
about
man, my
you've been
man,
talking
my
about you've been talking
man.
about iPhone Billy ever since in the world man been playing deaf ear. The day you have an argument, he coming from where he call, he say at the T-Mobile store, the iPhone you're asking for a year, you want me to buy it for you. That's him saying sorry. You don't like you get it. You know what I'm saying? Get it. Let's get with it. You get what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. But I just hope sometimes to please these women to make their head beat, just go whisper in their ears. Baby, I'm sorry. You get what I'm saying?
Let me
Women being in a relationship with men, sometimes they feel like there's a power struggle in there. Sometimes they feel the urgency of they wanting to feel like they're in control. The fact that you know she's mad, she's angry, just go say sorry and just let it go,
All
just
right.
for the sake of peace.
Let me
Yeah.
bring Pastor Success on here to do a follow up on what Thomas I love you said. So, Pastor Success, can our men display physical action rather than using a verbiage to say sorry? What are some of the ways? Let's do a follow up here.
So
Yeah.
firstly, let me say this. By the grace of God, I have officiated like 13 different weddings. 13. And I also, by the grace of God, serve as a role model to other young people and older people, even older born me, who wedding I did not officiate, but because they fall under my spiritual authority, they submit to me. Let me say this. If you like the very best body language in the world that indicates sorry, the word itself coming out of your mouth is very essential than any other body language.
Then I will stop you right there. Then why they say action speak louder than words?
The action that speak louder than words, right? The woman will see you.
I will stop you right there. Then why they say action speak louder than words?
Yeah, I'm coming. When you say action speak louder than words, the woman will see you. She will see that body language. But no matter how you present that body, she's waiting for that identical moment that you verbally say, I'm sorry. When you continue expressing body language, right, it proves that you are very egoistic. You got a big ego. And people like that, they cause a lot of damage. It takes certain women, you find, out of 100, you find 2 of them or 3 of them who will understand a man's body language and move for it. And remember, even if you buy that phone, you buy that thing she wanted long ago, you been ignorant, but because something happened, you buy it. One day you'll be doing something, you will say you never say sorry to people. That's why you bought the phone. So that is why it is good to look at your woman. And the next thing why it does is that sorry, emotionally, psychologically, it eases the tension on women. Right? Look, there are sometimes watch your woman, right? Your first one should be misbehaving in the home, doing things. And that's how maybe don't tell her one that she won't pay the difference are around. Just make someone on phone and say, my baby, not happy with me. You're big, my woman. So yeah, I better tell you sorry. I beg you, baby. Friends put their mouth there. You know what it does? and make her in front of those friends that you have respect for her, you value her, she's important to you. There are a lot of messages sent out there to her. All right? So why is that? When you don't get body language, you culture dancer? You dancing culture or your own you money? Who are you? That your word that is, look, words were meant to be expressed. Express your dissatisfaction. They see when you get angry. You can tell the woman that you're not happy. When she make you very, you can talk. When you wrong or talk the same way and tell her sorry. Why is it more come to her before you bring body language?
Pastor Success.
Let
Yes,
me
sir.
explain.
Pastor Success. So my personal experience with the service issue is, you know, my partner, she complained that I said sorry, but she said I always try to justify it. After she according to her, she want me to say the sorry and just leave it there. But I
Leave
don't
it.
normally say it, just leave it there. After I say the sorry, then I go beyond. Then, you know.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know why?
So
That's why I avoid that. That's why I avoid.
I'm
Yeah, you
following
know
your
why?
advice. I lay the sorry down, but after I lay the sorry down, I try to sandwich it, you know,
Yes.
and put it, yeah.
I
Let
got
me make
you.
a key point here.
Now,
Then from there, I can bring in Augustus Talon Nimnik. So
now,
this
I
is
wanted
a
to say
key
the thing
point
before
here
you make a follow up.
where I do agree with a verbiage of verbal sorry. The reason why I agree with a verbal sorry, I say sorry to my wife, even if she's wrong, I still say sorry. Because why? Women falls in love or the people smile on her face based on spoken language. Women like to hear things. All right. Am I lying?
Get
Veteran,
where I was
veteran,
about to
you're
go.
speaking.
Get where I
Lofty,
was about to go with this.
Legend.
no, before I proceed, let Lofty concur to that. Lofty,
Mommy, you are a legend.
women
You're a legend.
love to hear words. Am I lying? Yes or no?
I hear you. Say again.
I'm saying that women falls in love based on what they hear. Yes or no? Thank you.
Mommy, you are a
That
legend. You're a legend. You're a legend.
Um,
Yeah.
Pastor Soze,
I,
let me finish. Let me
I,
finish.
I, I
No,
I have to debut to that, man.
no, no,
I have to say something to that.
let me finish. And we also have to welcome Augusto. Let everybody opine.
you
Women
might not
fall
run
in
away.
love
Oh.
based on what they hear, right? If you if
You
you
might not run
heard
away.
your,
Oh.
if you heard your wife or your girl, whoever, she expect you to say sorry. Yeah, you might be tough guy and go buy maybe the nice surprise her with a Mercedes or maybe take her a flower, a rose, or get her something. She likes that. Don't get me wrong. Women like surprises too. But I'm sorry, it's not gonna take something off your skin. It's not gonna demean your prestige. Brother, sometimes when I go out, people can step on my feet. So now these little beginning can insult me in the club. But guess what I can say? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm cool. If I run into somebody, what would it take if I say I'm sorry that would diminish my status? Sorry, it's just being very apologetic. She 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 wants to hear that word, that phrase. Oh baby, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Then you can follow up with the kiss. You can follow up with the hand massage. You can follow up with the gift.
Well, let me say this. All right. So my brother who said the woman will have issue when you say sorry, you try to justify the reason
I
why,
don't know your
the
people
reason for
are
your
phone
action.
mute. Please put your phone on mute.
We're hearing ourselves repeated echo. Now let me say this. That's why you need to know the person you marry, right? Some of them, when you say sorry and you want to tell them the reason of your action, they will listen to you. Some will not. But the best way to do it, say the sorry at that moment and walk away. Say the sorry, pop on the back, give her a kiss, talk to her nice day, whatever that is required to express the sorry at a higher level, do it. Leave. Then your wife, you're in the home, you'll stay have happy time together. At one of your happy time, so they cannot talk to you. Yes. Baby, the other day
After the thing in hell.
I know. I think sorry.
Yeah.
But for us not to repeat what happened the other day, I did what I did because I felt this, what this, what they. But again, I'm still saying sorry, but I'm just breaking the off so that we can't do it for the second time. So that next time, please, maybe if this happens, let's do it this way. But I'm not meant to embarrass you again. I'm sorry. Now, when you become that savior, right? If that woman even is antelope or a leopard or a cobra, she will come in a human form to see reason. To say, okay, I think my man have come to the level to say sorry. Like what my brother said. You hear in the Bible it said, and God said, and let a man and the woman clean. That word clean, right? When you go in the Greek, it means to parade. So when God made a woman, he didn't just bring the woman and say that your wife. That word cleave means to parade. He paraded with a woman. And the man I saw what he saw and he liked it, right? He saw it and he liked it. So men are moved by sight. And that is why a woman will drain power from the man. She all the men that have the day. It's natural. Women are moved by hearing. They are love you. You are this, you are that. All those sweet, sweet words you put in your ear. In the morning, you tap on about you look out for husband. Babe, you're getting beautiful every day. Oh. Your friend are getting young. You're getting young. They funny talks. It makes them happy. So why you find it difficult, Makun, to say sorry? Why you find it difficult, brother?
Can I come in, please?
Come in, but don't run away.
Augusto, before you come in, we have to ask you a question, then we'll do follow up here. That's what we did with everyone on the show. So, number one, welcome on the show here. Ladies and gentlemen, those are just joining us. These are all panelists here from both the political platform and also the Ladies Night platform. The original host here for Ladies Night is me, Mr. I Love You, and Eleanor. But our political analysts joining us on the Ladies Night because Ladies Night becoming more interesting. So, Augustus, the first question is before we ask you the original question here is: are you single or married?
I'm a single, legally single.
Okay.
And you're proud to talk you.
Legal.
Yeah, legally single.
If you are legally single, here is the follow-up question. What are the pros and cons of being single? Let's start with the cons first. Oh, the pros. Let's start with
the pros.
Yeah. Or being
single.
The pro of being single, I think it makes you free. It makes you concentrate.
70-year-old.
It gives you a free space.
Are you telling me married men don't concentrate?
Married men are the most stressful men.
Oh man, no,
bro. You got put they won't buy you on your own to now.
So let's try to protect our guests. Let's protect our guests. We got to protect the man. He's saying what he sees in being single as a man. He's speaking from his point of view.
So number one is being single is good and it's not good. Okay.
So you just give us the advantage. Let's go down to the disadvantage. The cons.
Yeah, me, I like eating better, so they eating, to cook. I don't know how to cook, my man. So
that's your problem, my brother.
So you gotta spend more money in the Kobo shop and other places.
Yeah. I don't know how to cook.
And one of the sad things about it, some of our sisters will charge $100 for them to cook soup or $150 when you go there. Someone small Walmart bowl to put the soup in. And you told me that you put $100 soup in the whole house for just one reason. I can eat some small Walmart bowl. Where the balance soup go? But no, I understand your point.
But you know, I don't do love show. I do politics, and you know, I'm an advocate. But this, I would just, you know, I just want to touch on what Michael was saying. I kind of agree with Michael, because let's look at
Be specific on what you're
human
doing.
being.
Be specific for us. You said a lot of things. So which one?
No, Michael said that
He's talking
he
about the sorry
doesn't say
issue.
sorry.
Yeah, he's
It's
talking about the
very
sorry issue.
difficult for him to say sorry.
But you're not married, so I you tell about sorry about you got married. So
You see, human being are social, and we have to look at our social behavior. Sometimes I like to put it in plain blank. I like to break it down and make it very simple. Very simple. I love you. Let me ask you a question. If you are very hungry, very, very hungry, and your wife cook your best soup, what is your best soup?
Oh, my best soup is common soup like fried beans.
Okay, fried beans. So you're very hungry. When she cook it the first day, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna damage it. I'm
Well,
definitely
damage it.
consume it up. Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow again, when she cook that same fried bean soup,
I will do
what
justice to it.
huh?
I will do justice to it.
The next day,
I keep it going.
the next day,
I'll keep it going.
15 years we'll continue eating it.
they see there coming up, my man. Y'all be realistic here.
There is a reason. Listen, you asked me a question. There's a reason it's called my favorite. It's called my favorite. So when you repeat it, I can't get tired with it.
Logically, your taste
Uh-huh.
of that food
Mm-hmm.
is going to decrease a little bit.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, but it depends on my appetite too.
Hey, your appetite's going to go down because you have eaten it too much.
Yeah.
So every time you say sorry to a woman, it's not good because she doesn't going to value.
I see why it says single.
She doesn't going to value.
So you are trying
What
to
you
get
say?
me in your shape here. Like, hey, you want to use my best soup? Go ahead.
Because 100% of what we say as human beings from our mouth, it's not true. 95% of what we say with our mouth, it is not what we're thinking. But our body language going to say everything. Everything that you need to know about somebody is your body language. So, hold on. Let me learn.
Let the man learn, Pastor Sosa.
Okay, if you are a cheater, if you are a cheater and you cheat on your wife, then you go, you say sorry, man. You sincerely say sorry. Then you come out again. Then you cheat again. Man, sorrow. Then you come out again. Then do you know what you're doing? You disrespecting that woman. You are disrespecting her. So for the woman to value that sorry, you can't just say it loosely all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't just say it loosely. Oh, I'm sorry.
You need to say it with some affection.
Baby, I'm sorry. Then that means that you're not taking that relationship serious. You ain't taking her serious either. So for you to say sorry from your mouth, it is something that you truly believe that you're not going to do again.
Right.
So don't say sorry just because it's a loose talk that you just want to tell her. But when you say sorry, it's something that you actually mean. So I agree with Michael when he said he doesn't say sorry. Because a lot of guys say sorry. and they go back doing the same thing, old thing. That means you are disrespecting the woman. It means you don't value what you say with your mouth. You know, you don't value it. When you say sorry, it should come from your heart. It is something that you have to change, sincerely change from it. But you can't just come and say sorry all the time. Sorry, ma, I wrong you, ma, sorry, ma. That becomes very useless. So I agreed with Michael when he said he doesn't say sorry. And the day Michael says sorry to a wife, she will say, wow, he actually mean this. Then that's going to make her feel special. But every day Michael could come and say, my sorrow. My sorrow.
I went a weekend, I took up plenty.
I had sorrow. Oh, my sorrow. So the word sorrow, it shouldn't be an everyday thing. It should be something that it's like, it should be something that is very, you know, or the economy was scared when you don't see something is very small and you don't see everybody fighting over it. Yeah? Right. That becomes very scarce. So before you use these kind of words to your loved one, you make sure that you believe in it. Make sure that you know, you are not going to do it. But it is something that you're going to do all the time. For me, it's just a waste of time. So
no, Pastor Success. Pastor
I want to ask a question.
No, Pastor Success, I come in. Pastor Success, you're sitting on top of the pot of knowledge. So let me finish, then you come and then you understand what I'm saying.
You are a very smart guy. I didn't know that. You are very, very smart guy. I like you, my man.
All right. Thank you.
I like you.
Thank you.
He's a very smart guy. He's very smart. He's very intellectual. Yeah.
So based on what you're saying in regards to Mike's situation, right now, I want to look at it from two angles, right? Because I don't want to be biased in it, right? The first point I want to look at is you cannot genuinely tell me for 12 years plus you've been with someone and you haven't sincerely done something that is 100% obvious that you were wrong. You get what I'm saying? One. Two, you cannot tell me there are some of the things you've done within 12 years. There are some mistakes you've done within 12 years that they don't stand a chance of repeating itself in life again. They were sincerely mistakes. So even when you throw sorry in those angles, it will stay there because you know those were mistakes that no matter what, you will never do it again. You get what I'm saying? Now, there are other sorry that you say to your partner because in the heat of the moment she's angry, she herself knowing in her head that go up you can and you repeat that again. But at the end of the day, maybe in some cases, sometimes there are some mistakes that occasionally it might occur maybe every 6 months, every 1 year, or every 2 years on an average. You get what I'm saying? But the question here is when it occurs during those times, do you apologize about it? Now, the purpose of saying sorry is to let your partner know that you regret your actions. You get what I'm saying? So if you did something to your partner and you refuse to say sorry, and let's assume that it's obviously that you are wrong, it's a clear indication that you don't regret what you did, and possibility you would dive right back into repeating those things again. You get what I'm saying? Now, looking at your same point of view again from the other side, right? We also have women who, when it comes, they get to that point where they realize their men so much love and care for them. Every little thing the men do, even if it's something that this man don't need to apologize because maybe he sincerely have a logical reason why he did it. But just because she's used to hearing sorry from him all the time, now she got her face in 96 and waiting for this one sorry. Like, no. Now you're trying to abuse, so if you dealing with a man who is not a guy who don't say sorry, he do say sorry, but now you're taking advantage of the fact that he always says sorry. So the least thing, you come from the music up. Maybe he's saying that with some of your friends. And I tell you, saying, when I tell music up, this and that, after you say that, and I mean, he had that music up maybe because he was there with his friends and stuff, right? In the case of that, he decided how to say sorry. 1 week plus, your face stay frown. Over what? Because you used to him saying sorry. You get what I'm saying? So this is the man who continuously keeps saying sorry over every little petty things. You get what I'm saying? So once again, we got some of those women that try to take advantage of the system, and you know, and at the end of the day, it's something realistic. Pastor Sussex.
Yeah, let me first of all say this. So they're boiled down to marrying either a stranger or marrying the person you know.
Mm-hmm.
They were it boiled down to. So marriage didn't come, or it doesn't happen like overnight. You guys might have been together for a couple of months, couple of years, and having had your personal orientation, you accept the pros and cons of his life. He accepted and probably you agreed that they doesn't say sorry. Probably when you were boyfriend, girlfriend, 4 or 5 years, he never said sorry to you. You concord with that and went into the marriage. So you agree that continuously he will not say sorry to you. That's one aspect. My next thing concerning, I want to ask Augusta a question. Augusta's statement is kind of a bit contrary to what Macon said. Macon said he doesn't say sorry. Augusta's point is that before you say sorry, it should be a genuine sorry. That is the thing you're saying sorry about. You're not going to go back to it. Is that what you're saying, Augusta?
Correct.
Okay. So I agree with that. I concur with that. But let me tell you the reason why I want to go a little bit deeper on why people say sorry. Sorry, like my brother said, is an expression of regret. And not just is an expression of regret, it's also a promise not to repeat. So something I know I will repeat, or something I know I'm legitimate of, it's a legitimate action. I'm not going to say sorry about it because I know I was right doing it and I don't regret doing it. In some cases, some men to appease the situation, they will say sorry movement, but did that it's not genuine. But the next question I want to ask, Augusta, are you a believer, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, you're a strong believer.
Okay.
When you mean believer, what? When you okay, because a believer
Christian, are you a Christian? You a Christian or Muslim, wherever religion you come from.
Okay.
Right? Do you believe that God knows everything that is in your heart?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Why did he tell you to confess your sin? Say already know in your heart. Why you can't know in your heart? Tell you say, no, my son already tell me sorry. He said you must confess it. Why did he tell you to confess it? Why you think so? In your own, you can put it in your own word, whatever. Why you think someone also confess?
To be free, freedom, be free.
Okay, that could be one. Number two, let me just go to it. The reason
the Iowa Wi-Fi, always a problem. Damn.
So for some reason here,
My uncle got prepaid phone now. Why?
yeah,
Oh
for some
no.
here, so we will bring you back here on the stage here. But let's move to Lofty. Let's ask your question.
Well, guys, I'm done. Oh, I see you guys.
No, stay, Augusta. You can just
David,
come.
my man, I see you, man.
No, that's not how you do. You
I
can
don't
just,
do love show.
you don't just. Then why you keep on the show?
David, I don't do love show. You know, bro.
Then why you keep on the show if you don't do? Then why?
No,
you
I just wanted to side with Michael. That's it. I just want to side with Michael.
And then you wait because there's a follow up here from Lofty.
No, let's hear from Lofty. I beg you, let's hear from Lofty.
All right, Lofty.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't do Lofty.
He my friend. Lofty is not my friend, so I want to listen to.
So, Lofty, why do saying sorry from a man?
Your voice so low.
It was low. The phone, I don't know. I know. Somebody holding your phone, Teddy.
No, I'm not using phone. I'm using my computer. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, a little bit, but it's fine.
All right, Mr. I love you, Augusta. Please mute your phone.
We hear you.
Yeah, I want you guys to mute you and Augusta. Mr. I love you. Go ahead and mute. Okay, Lofty, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, gentlemen, we'll soon end the show here. The show ends at 11 here, but we just want to do a follow-up question. It's a very important discussion here about pros and cons of the story that we've been for the past 20 minutes. My question to Lofty is from a female point of view. I mean, and not all female, but just say from majority of point of view. You're a female. Why is it important for your partner to say I'm sorry to ease the tension and pretty much supposed to smile? Why is it so important in the relationship?
Sorry.
My phone actually misbehaving tonight. I don't know why.
I'm gonna prepare phone. I asked.
It's not a prepaid, it's a direct stop. I don't know why it's behaving like this. That phone itself, I need to change the phone. It keep getting hard. I don't know why. It never been like it before.
I was just kidding. That was a funny statement.
Yeah, so as I don't know if somebody on the phone, but let me just end my statement if nobody's speaking. So the reason I was saying there, Augusta, is that when you confess, your word go to bone. The word becomes a guarantee. So that tomorrow when that action is repeated, you can be reminded of what you said yesterday about the sorry. That's one aspect. Number two, it shows your high level of sincerity for what happened, right? That's the sincerity it shows for what happened. The next thing it does is that it makes your partner feel a sense of belongingness to you, sense of value.
And love.
Right? So there are a lot of things the word sorry comes with. That's why you find in an area where a man open your mouth and say, I'm sorry, and then someone still acting upon their feeling. What else you want the man to do? The man has said sorry.
Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. Now we're talking about men saying sorry, I get it, right? But let's not forget, we got some women who say the most sarcastic sorry you can ever imagine on Earth planet. Say, for example, something heated up happening in the home. The man pointing out his point to her that she's wrong, this and that. Sorry, oh, sorry, you right, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Realistically speaking, I come in though.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, on the day where you're giving me cheek without seeing tune, I don't know. On the day that you're being real with your sorry, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then some of them will stay on there and tell you, but I tell you sorry, what else you want me to say? But realistically speaking, because on other occasions, you receive those sincere sorry from them where, and they come and whisper in your ears. Sometimes in the room, some of them will come and do sound check on your microphone. And after that, they will tell you sorry, etc., etc. You get what I'm saying? So, what do you make of these women that use all this sarcastic sorry and inappropriate tone and just choke the sorry anyhow and expect it to stand as a genuine sorry?
Sorry should be very calm and apologetic. It's not the word, it's the expression, it's the action, right? So if you just took one sorry and threw it at me because for you to be on record that you said sorry, other men got way of doing it, but I got my way of doing it to make sure that I will bring you back to the point that your sorry will come at a certain point where it will be genuine. It will be a guaranteed sorry.
No, but help us now. How do you do your own? So if we encounter.
This is it, right? Don't ever accept any sorry, whether be it from a man or a woman in an emotional position. When two of you stay emotional, nothing coming out of that is sincere. You will be sober. Probably both parties might have even thrown that stuff off their mind. But because you don't want that to be repeated, it can come from any party. Bring the person back to the table and say, hey, sweetie, this thing happened, that I didn't talk because I never want to also have a confusion. But this thing that happened, this happened, I don't think it's supposed to happen that way. And you know what you did was not right. At that junction, if that person is sincere and they have a love for you, because all the things we're talking at the borderline of all sorry, the borderline of commitment, the borderline of feeling pity for the person and coming out to be sincere, all these things, the borderline of all is love. So if that person really respect and love you, they say, oh babe, I'm sorry. Sincerely, I apologize. Just I was angry, and that's what I did, but I don't mean to do it, so I'm sorry. They'll be apologetic about it. All right? Maybe you're arguing, you want to say, oh, sorry. Let it be. Go. Women got that way, they will do all that thing. They just up. When that storm has subside, then you bring them back on the table. Don't take that hasty sorry and run with it that I have told you sorry. It will be repeated. Bring them back on the table, let them understand. And again. But
you got the ones that will stand and say that identical sorry that they thrown at you is the sorry that hold. You getting no other form of sorry again. The one they thrown at you. Because even after, no matter how you try to bring them back, you're mute, my brother. No matter how you try to bring them back and make them understand certain things, they will still let you know. And we're talking the thing out there, I say, sorry, you must.
That's why I said from the beginning, it depends who you marry.
Yeah. I was trying to say that you the one, man. Just say that you call your niece. Say that I the one. I don't. Yeah,
Right?
don't
No,
reference yourself.
I'm a talk show host panelist. A lot of people bring their issues to me, and these are things that are keeping my archives and bring up doing, discussion like this for clarity purpose.
Yeah, it depends who you marry. Like I said from the beginning. If
Because
you
for
know
some reason, Pastor, for some reason, every time I raise this point, Lofty keeps smiling. So I don't know if it's something. It's
don't
something
marry
like
in marriage. They're not only in marriage. In real life, you can throw sorry. In real life, in real life, you can throw sorry. They're not only in marriage.
No, women are good at saying sorry. That's what I said before. When it comes to saying sorry, the first person in a relationship that always says sorry are women.
But not the
But
genuine one.
you can't say sorry.
No, I'm not saying that I cannot say sorry at the moment. You think I will say sorry because I want to say sorry? You think I already say sorry in my relationship? No. There are some things that when African women.
Have you ever said sorry before?
I'll say sorry, but
how many times?
There are instances, Pastor, I can't, it's uncountable, but there are instances, okay, I'm a man. When I'm provoked, let's say if my woman provoke me to the extent that, I don't want to talk. That's just me. I decide to stay mute at that moment. But in our African culture, in our African setting, people think that only men supposed to say sorry. And it will not work with me. And my woman understands that what she sees, she spent a long time with me because all the men, I'm not saying I can say sorry, but I'm not going to keep saying sorry for something that at the end of the day, I'm going to repeat the same thing. I don't want to keep saying sorry. When I'm saying sorry, I know what I'm saying sorry for.
My experience in, and then you can discuss it. A woman or a man, your partner's supposed to know you at the peak. They're supposed to know you. Day before yesterday, I went to work. I have my own company. I partnered with another company, and that's how I get money. So I got to the office, and I heard a lady saying, "Hey, Don is angry today. Somebody will get fired." So I said, "Why?" Then he said he doesn't easily get angry. That sent a message to me. What am I trying to say? There's certain things you should do in the home that indicate to your partner that this thing you mean it. For example, for me, if my wife is arguing with me and she see me at work or around talk, she know that thing, it get to me and I really mean it. Before I walk out, she talking, I'm not talking, I'm walking out. She know I'm very serious about it.
As a man of God, you walk out.
I walk out. You know what I'm walking out? I'm walking out, I'm saving a lot of things. My presence there, may I inflict it. Because if I get angry, I'm a human being, man. Come on. I might say something I'm not supposed to say. I walk out. And the father, she see me walking out, she knows that it's very tense and it's serious. When I'm coming back, in my heart, I still love my wife. I still cherish her, but I'm not coming home with smile. I'm not coming home with smile. I come and Papa, everybody are going in the room to lay down. Things I used to ask you for, I'm not asking you for it. I'm doing it by myself. You know why? I'm sending out a signal. It doesn't mean I love you. It doesn't mean that in my person when you drop that, I'm going to leave you. Or it doesn't mean I'm not going to give you money.
Do you allow to go into 2 or 3 days?
No, I'm coming, right? This is where again it boils down to knowing who you marry.
Right.
Because if
the woman got to come in.
If that woman and you been in a relationship, maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, 4 or 5 years, you did the thing, and the signal came back to you. Maybe it was a red flag, and you overloaded the red flag, you got married. Don't expect it to turn with green flag when you get married, right? So when I come back, you know that my man, maybe the fool want to tell us intentional. I will decide not to eat the food. I'm just giving out my own personal secret. Intentional, I will choose not to eat the food. Draw be hungry about the food. And there are certain things you do to women that clean their attention. There are certain women, if they cook, you don't eat, they feel bad. Some women will go eat the food, they go back, I don't care women.
Especially when you can cook, they can feel bad when you can cook. That means I'm a boss man where I can cook that day. You can blow me what I want.
Things you used to do, you start doing it. They will come back, what happened? Then you tell them exactly that thing you did and you felt that you were right and you embarrassed me. I don't like it. If she loves you, she will say sorry. So a woman refuses or a man refuses to consent to things that hurt the other partner. It's red flag of not loving the person, but yet there for certain gear or whatever. Now, before we end the show, there are certain things I want to do. I will take about 5 minutes to talk about it. It's
no, let me hear from Lofty quick.
I know. Before we end the show, so I'm going to stop. Lofty going to come in. Well, it's called the core value of a relationship.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. And as Lofty is coming in, let remind Lofty. Some women also like to use sex as a way of saying sorry. Instead of opening their mouth and say sorry, some want to use sex as a way of apologizing. I mean, you know, does that really add up?
Are you asking Lofty?
Oh no, yeah, Lofty, the only woman, yeah. I mean, who knows? It could be a
possible. My man.
Okay, I mean, I don't know about that part because I don't do that. I know when I'm wrong. I try my best to make sure I'm never wrong in a relationship. I don't know, that's just me. So I've never used sex to apologize to my partner before. I don't know how to do that. But like he said, they have women that will say, "Oh, you but I say sorry again. Let it go." Yeah. I was laughing because I felt attacked.
The whole right there, the whole, I love you.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm guilty. Like literally, I'm guilty. I don't sound like because I love to be right. My uncle know me. I love to be right. So when you start making point, I want you to make me like maybe know like, oh my God, I don't know what I was saying or doing. I just go right.
My CC, right? My CC mentees.
Yeah.
I know people begging you.
Not me right there. So yeah, I'm guilty for that part. But I mean, at least I can say sorry.
No, but in the same token, women also don't appreciate when men throw sorry at them either. Like, let's say you're doing something and the man they say, "Oh, but come on, man, sorry, forget about that thing. What you on? Let go. We got things to do." They hate it.
Yes.
Now you're speaking my language, my brother. Now you're speaking my language. Lofty, please, you just give me 2 minutes. They may just speak my language right now. I want to say something. Pastor right now. I want to say something right here. What the man just said. Okay. Look, the man spoke about something about sex. I will say on the show yet. I told my wife plainly that.
No, Marco,
whenever she meet me with sex, I will go outside and go get it, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. I will not be unapologetic about anything when I go outside. Look, you cannot use sex to torture a man or your relationship. That's a wrong move. Especially in America. You can't do that. You want to do that, Dwayne, like, bro, and I mean, yes, eh? How you do that yet?
You see, Malcolm, but then you want to say, wow.
Nobody, they will say, wow. No. Bro, so because we have a little dispute, that means you can't wear jean trousers on my marital bed? That the best I said for you to even walk butt naked? What are you talking about?
Okay, let me come in here.
That's the problem, Pastor. That's why you see most of us, most men like myself, they will go up. My woman are in that case. Even if I'm wrong, that doesn't mean that I cannot say sorry. But everything has time. The Bible says everything has time, right? If I don't say sorry at that appropriate time, doesn't mean I don't love you. It's just the way in which you present your case. Sometimes the way in which you present your case can even make you guilty. Because if I'm wrong, the way you're going to come at me, I'm a human being. I'm going to say, look, you know what? I have sister. Everybody have feelings, no matter what, whether that cool or man. At some point, you will understand that you are doing wrong. But when you come in an aggressive way, men demand respect. No matter what situation it is, every man needs respect, whether he wrong or right. And the way you approach him, that's how you will seduce that situation. And now you said to say you will intimidate me. Now that's a no-go.
Thank you. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. Here we will pretty much end the show here tonight. The show was scheduled for 2 hours, but we will give everybody 3 minutes here just to do the closing statement here. And let's go ahead and start with Lofty. Lofty, are you there? I think Lofty already did our closing statement and left. Lofty, are you there?
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
All right, yeah, go ahead, Lofty. We'll give you 3.
Yeah.
I said we gave you 3 minutes for your closing statement tonight.
When AJ talking, your voice can be so low.
We gave you 3 minutes for your closing statement tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I was saying, the pros and cons about being married. For me, I'm happy to marry right now. So I was married before, I'm married now. So my first marriage, I had my ex-husband who never said sorry to me. So those things used to turn me off. And then you had me on the other end. I was always angry because I love when you do me wrong, tell me sorry, and then we can proceed. So if you can't say sorry to me, I will not give you sex. I can do that. I'll go to bed with my jeans on. I'll go to bed with my skin tag on, with belt on. That's that's me right there. If I'm angry, just know that for the rest of the time I have not hear my sorry, we're not gonna be together in the house. I'm gonna be sleeping in the kids' room. You're gonna be in your own room. So marriage is fun. As time goes by, you learn to know your partner, his like and dislike, and what makes him angry. For me, if I know what made you angry, forget it all. I will make you angry all the time.
By a power button. When it's still in your present.
Oh yeah, that'd be right there. So, but yeah, being married is a good thing. I mean, actually, very a good thing. I'm happy I was able to not give up for the first time. And look at me, and I'm happy and I'm going.
Weekly sex and all that. Yeah, that's
so
good.
to my ladies.
That woman I get working on weekly sex. The woman say, "Oh, husband already in like Brenda weekly sex." Wait, let the man come. The man gotta come first. So we gotta validate the man when he come first. The thing all the woman saying here, the man are not come yet.
How sure are you that people don't have virtual sex?
A different topic.
Oh my God. Well, no, I try my best to go there twice a year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I try my best to go there twice a year. So I'm going back in February. I came back this year, April. I'm gonna go back in February again, and I'm gonna go for 6 weeks.
Nice.
All right.
We're praying for you. We're praying for you, Pastor. Pastor, yeah, we will continue praying for you that he will come and join you so that your winter will never be the same anymore.
Yeah, thank you. We going to move on here with Pastor Success closing statement. And in your closing statement, Pastor Success, because we asked you from the beginning if you are married or single, and you pretty
You
much
still coming to the question? I will answer you.
Yeah.
I will answer you.
You still you the faith, but you said that
Okay, so
you wait until at the end of this segment.
Yeah.
I will answer that question at the end of the segment.
Based on your scenarios you've given during your submission of your points, we've been able to come up with a conclusion, but we want to hear it from your end.
And that's your closing statement. Go ahead.
Okay. So the first thing I want to say here in my closing or my parting comment is that all of us here, I guess, we have an area of work, and when we go to the working area, for me, I came to this country. The major job I have done in this country is in the renewable energy sector. I'm a wind tech, all right? I started with manufacturing of wind blade, and I moved to repair technician and so on. So I'm a wind tech. Every job has a core value. And if I'm not mistaken, 99% of the job in the country, their core value is safety. My question to us as young people or as God-fearing people or as family people, what is the core value of your marriage? What is the core value of the relationship? What the core value does is that it keeps the integrity of the institution and it enhances the productivity of that institution. So when you have a core value of a relationship, you hold on to the core value so that even when things happen in the relationship, because of the core value will be your ultimate, ultimate goal, your primary concern will be that core value. What is the essence? What keeps the relationship going? So each and every one of us should have a core value of our marriage, our relationship. And then instead of looking at our personal feelings, our personal like and dislike, anytime things happen, we look at the core value of the marriage because that is the most important thing. All right? So for example, if you were asking me what, and on a broad spectrum, what would be a core value of a relationship? Number one is to fulfill God's ordinance. So it's not about you, it's not about the person. The two of you keep together to fulfill God's agenda. Because marriage is instituted by God. So when things happen and you have your rigmarole and your noise, you will come to realize that, hey, it is true that this is happening, but again, I'm in this for the sake of God. So let me let this go and face this. Except, and let me say this, one person, you ask all my pastor friends, they will tell you. People think that only sexual or unfaithfulness that is termed as marital unfaithfulness. I don't subscribe to that ideology. I don't. If you beat on your wife, I as a person, I see it as marital unfaithfulness because you vow to protect her. When you don't take care of your home, I see it as marital unfaithfulness because you vow to be a security to them. So everything you vow on our pulpit and you say, I do, they becomes a core value. So that when you go in your marriage and you start to undo them, it's marital unfaithfulness. You don't have to slip out. I can see a man keep beating a wife every day, and I said, for the sake of God, be there. No. God did not institute them. What happens if he kills her? Then we lost a human being because we want to live above the standard of God and look at our people's spiritual life so much certain things to the point that it causes damage before they come to themselves. So like I was saying, so please, everybody, let us identify what is the core value of our marriage. Like I said, number one, to fulfill the ordinance of God. Number two, then man you want married. Do you know where is he heading? Do you know where he's going? Do you know who he is? Because every man, before God brought Eve to Adam have an assignment. The assignment of Adam is to take care of the garden, make sure it is productive, make sure that it's well, well taken care of. And because he had a responsibility, he had an assignment, God brought in a helpmate. Then man you want married, what is it that he doing? What is the man ultimate goal in life? What is its agenda? Where is he heading? Do you have the capacity as a woman to support what the man want to do? If you bother with me who is a drunk, and you say maybe if I'm married you will change, brother or sister, you are taking a risk.
High risk.
You are taking a risk. A thing a man cannot cheat why, or a woman cannot cheat why they are a boyfriend and girlfriend. Marriage is not a recipe to a change. Maybe if I marry him or her, they will change. No, they will not. It will get worse because you have given them a guarantee that what they were doing, you accept it. All right? So these are things that destroy young people married. They don't have a core value for their marriage. You don't even accept the man you're about to marry to. The thing that men want, for example, I was once in a relationship when I was much younger, and I used to love you don't think that my baby man.
No, Pastor,
I used to love the soccer game.
Because the time the life will soon end. So let's try to conclude quick.
Yeah, I'm about to conclude. And that's my partner used to, when I'm going to probably be there. Oh, you let too much football. I'll never see you play soccer.
The pastor disappeared.
At the end, the pastor said that when he was once married before, so now we can conclude that the pastor is single. So let's go to Malcolm here for your closing statement. Malcolm, 3 minutes. So Pastor Success.
I am. Somebody else go ahead.
All right. So Malcolm is busy right now. He's at a Wells Fargo data center here. Mr. Lovey, Mr. Lovey, your closing statement. Then I got one question for all you guys.
I'll be at the back. I also need audience to attend to.
All right.
Okay.
Well, wonderful topic on the discussion tonight. My conclusion statement here is, with the way a lot of things are going out there, I strongly encourage people, if you really think you haven't had enough out in the street and you still want to explore, being married and trying to explore, I don't think is the best option. There are too many women, too many of our Liberian sisters, and too many women in general that are complaining about men cheating and men being unfaithful in relationship and stuff. You have the option to be single, live your life, do as you please. Let's not, get these women involved into these marital institutions. And at the end of the day, we are not keeping up with our full obligations and meeting up with what their expectations are. So it was a beautiful night. Saying sorry to a woman, honestly speaking, for the sake of peace in the home, you already married to the person, you're in a relationship, that's who you want to be with. Sometimes let's just say sorry and move on. Too many of the young generation out there that have this assumption that anytime they're in a relationship, they just feel like they're on some war stage, somebody looking at them. Me will tell you sorry, I can't tell her sorry, this and that. Nobody looking at the two of you. Not only your one home in our house. So you say sorry to the man says sorry to you, it makes no difference. Let's not be too skeptical. Sorry is something, it's a comfort word for women. We men should learn how to use it. On that note, I want to say thank you so much.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Here, just before we go here, I just want to ask you guys, and you can just answer the question like that. But I'd like to tell our audience, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate that here. Thank you to our panelists, our guests, Lofty and Malcolm, and Pastor Success, and our co-host, Mr. I Love You. Thank you very much. So before we leave here, we'll start with Lofty for it's Thanksgiving weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to you. What are you thankful for, Lofty? You are not.
You are mute. Unmute yourself. There you
For
go.
my family in general and for having life.
Thank you. And Mr. Love Me, what are you thankful for?
My number one thing I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving is Liberia having a peaceful election and the opposition party accepting the results. I feel like that's one of the biggest things you can easily get in any of these African nations right now. I'm grateful for that. I'm excited about it, and that's what I'm thankful for.
Pastor Success, what are you thankful for this Thanksgiving week?
Well, I'm thankful that I have life. I'm thankful that my family is doing well. My kids are doing awesome. I'm thankful that with all the drama we go through in this world, I'm on the traffic 24/7. I'm thankful that we see terrible accidents that nothing happened to me. I'm healthy. I mean, the reason I'm thankful is so numerous. They are uncountable. Because my gratitude to God is not just on a specific day; it's a daily routine of my life. I wake up in every morning. The fact that I have life, I'm thankful. So there are many reasons why I'm thankful, bro. It's just uncountable. Lastly, I'm thankful that tomorrow I will be surviving on very juicy chicken and turkey that my daughter loves to prepare. I'm going to eat. So I'm so thankful for all of that.
Thank you, guys. Malcolm, are you there?
Malcolm disappeared. I would love to stop by to your daughter's house, but she didn't invite me, so I'm just staying in my little corner and buy McDonald's. And I mean, it is what it is.
Why you buying McDonald's, my man? What's going on?
If Lofty never invited me for the Thanksgiving turkey, I'm going to buy McDonald's, Pastor.
The reason
why are you buying McDonald's? That's my question. When Lofty invited
you, I get turkey to eat.
Because you don't live in Des Moines, that's why she didn't invite you. Yeah, but anyway.
So I'm ready to answer your question.
Which question now?
A relationship status.
We already know the answer.
All right. Then I move on.
We read between the lines. We already know. He don't need no answer now. We already know. Because when he
you want who can new body language they expect for you to read between the lines?
Body language, you listening keenly, and also from the way you postponed the question or the first, and now when you came back, the way you pretty much answered, we already know. So unless you want to still opine for the
no, I'm okay. If you say okay.
Yes, thank you.
Don't say you know. What you know, you said it earlier on when you say it. Let's make sure that we're all on the same path. The Bible says that men of God here, let me give you one of the scriptures. The Bible says can two walk together unless they agree. So before the two of you have to agree.
The pastor, we asked the pastor, are you single or married? He said, I will tell you guys at the end of the segment. The pastor is single. So
so what I say in my deliberation, I proved I'm single.
No, in your concluding statement before you left the stage, we concluded. Oh, now I'm not sure about the others, but I concluded that the pastor is single.
Man, you just using the relationship you must say that you know me personally.
No, you but I personally thought that you were married because based on some of your scenario examples that you gave, you said
okay,
my wife.
So for the benefit of the audience, right? Yes. I used to have a very unique family. I'm not going to go to in detail why I lost that family, and that is why I'm taking my time to come on the show to help young people, so that some of the mistakes we made when we were coming up, so that they can't make those mistakes.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, that is the reason when AJ told me, "Oh my man, you need to come." I said, "Yeah, I will have to come there." I have not even started, because on day when we come, we just need to leave our personal stuff and just go into teaching about marriage and relationship. I had a marriage that lasted for 12 years. I mean, legally one, 12 consecutive years. But however, for some reason,
Moses
it hurt me, but
the Red Sea open.
Yeah, it hurt me, but that's it. That's life. It was never in my plan for life, but it happened. But however, just so you guys know,
Are you currently plotting?
So that?
Are you currently plotting?
What do you mean, Kima people?
Are you plotting right now?
My incoming wife to be in Liberia. My wedding, and AJ will get it. AJ will get a flyer coming out soon. AJ will post it. It's next year November.
Okay.
Now you are a single man.
Why you keep emphasizing? Don't put me in trouble with the people here. Post I can't come in my inbox.
The pastor, like my man Augusto said, the pastor is very eloquent. You know, I will follow up on
Why you can't bring Augusto on our show? The bullshit. Why you can always bring Augusto?
yeah. The pastor, we like the pastor. Yeah, he's a very good guy that we're getting to know. And
No, he's spiritually inclined.
not even spiritually inclined. He's he's intelligent, and he provides a lot of knowledge and information on the show. You know, we like him. He's very interactive.
You're speaking in a political arena?
Oh, in both.
Wow.
Because I don't think if you watch the political show that we do 3 days a week, you will tell. Yeah, and I've been interacting with this man. Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, y'all thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
Yeah. We'll see you guys. Thank you, Mr. I love you, and love tea and Pastor Sausage. All right, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Here, we appreciate that here. Malcolm,
We can bring me asking you not answer my question. Why you can bring my man Augusto?
Augusta can just come and open a little bit and run away. But this I know.
They may not run away, my man.
Yeah, he come here on the relationship show to open. I will not bring you on the stage. He will just stay behind the stage until he gets tired. Because the man came, he spoke, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go." No, it's not like that. When people, the other folks want to rebut to it or debunk what you say, and then he say you gotta go. So yeah, so we'll keep him backstage. Yeah, but thank you, Pastor Sosa, and happy blessed Thanksgiving to you and your family.
All right.
All right.
Thank you too.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in here. We appreciate that here. Due to the Thanksgiving here, we will not discuss diaspora Liberian political spotlight tomorrow. Is Thursday. We might not. You know, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll let you guys know by tomorrow here. It's Thanksgiving, and a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And make sure that you be thankful for for everything that the Lord has given you, blessed you with. I'm thankful for the breath of life. I'm thankful for my family, for my wife, my mother, my siblings, my friends, my associates. I'm thankful to my community. Thankful for everybody that continue to impact knowledge, in me and try to, make me a better person. I'm thankful to the Almighty God for waking me up every day, and I'm thankful. I'm just thankful to the USA, thankful to Liberia, thankful to everyone, thankful to the entire world here. We live in a world that full of too much stuff, and but that we are still above 6 feet. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be alive, and I'm thankful that I live to see this day. So Lord, thank you very much, and thank you to everyone that's continuing to impact, or being part of my life and in some kind of good and battle way. Thank you to my audience, and thank you to the show here, the panelists. God bless you. Good night.